Good morning, student. Welcome to our online classes. Student, today we will discuss the remaining part of the chapters metals and nonmetals of class 8 chemistry. In the previous video, we discussed the definition of metals and nonmetals, physical properties of metals and nonmetals, and differentiate of their physical properties. Now we are going to discuss the chemical properties of metals and nonmetals. At first, the chemical properties of metals. Reaction with oxygens. Metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxide which are basic or amphoteric in nature. That means metals react with oxygen, it form metal oxide. It is also known as basic oxide. Basic oxide dissolve in water, it produce a base. When base dissolve in water, it produce alkali. Here metal react with oxygen, it produce metallic oxide. For example, magnesium is the metal, it react with oxygen, it produce magnesium oxide, that is the metal oxide. It is also known as basic oxide. Some high reactive metals like sodium and potassium readily react with oxygen to form their oxide at room temperature. That is why the sodium and potassium are generally stored in kerosene. That means sodium is high reactive alkali metals. It combined with oxygen of air even at room temperature to form their oxide. For example, the sodium react with oxide, that is oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. This reaction is so vigorous and violent that this metal catch fire even if it is kept in open air. So it is always stored under kerosene to prevent it from burning. Next, some metals like iron, aluminum, magnesium react slowly with oxygen. They get tarnished when left exposed to air for long time. For example, the iron react with oxygen, that is oxide, it produce iron oxide, that is the ferric oxide. It is also called rust of iron. That is 4Fe. It react with 3 molecules of oxygen. It produce 2 molecules of Fe2O3. That is ferric oxide. Some metals like copper react with oxygen when strong heated. But silver and gold do not easily react with oxygen. Next, reaction with water. Most metal react with water to form either oxide or hydroxide and hydrogen gas. For example, metals react with waters, it produce metal oxide or metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Some highly reactive metals like sodiums react violently with cold waters. Here sodium react with water, that is cold water, it produce sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Next, red hot iron react with steam to form its oxide and hydrogen gas. Here iron react with waters, it form iron oxide, not it form iron hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Metals like gold, silver and platinums do not react even with the steam water. That means gold, silver, platinum does not react with waters. That is why gold, silver and platinum use as for making jewelry. Next, reaction with acids. In the previous discussion, we have seen that the different metals react with oxygen and water at different rates. Depending on those rates, we can arrange the metals in an order such that the metals, that mean most reactive metals is placed on the top of the series and least reactive metals is placed at the bottom of the series. This series is known as metal reactive series. Here students see this metal reactive series. In this reactive series, lithium is most reactive metals and platinum is less reactive metals. This is the reactive series, that is the metal reactive series among their reaction rate. they are arranged among their reaction rate. Metals react with acid like hydrochloric and sulfuric acid to form corresponding salt with evolution of hydrogen gas. That means metals react with acid, it form metal salt and hydrogen gas. Metals which are placed above hydrogen, this is the metals that is placed above the hydrogen in the metals reactive series, those metals react with acid to form salt of the corresponding metals and hydrogen gas. On the other hand, the metals which are placed below, that is the below of hydrogen in the metal reactive series, those metals, this is the copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinums, those metals do not react with acid to form salt and hydrogen gas. For example, some metals like sodium and potassium react vigorously with dilute acid to form salt and hydrogen gas. That is, sodium react with hydrochloric acid HCl, it produce NaCl, that is salt, and H2, that is hydrogen gas. Metals like silver, gold, platinum do not react with acid, where copper react only concentrated sulfuric acid. It does not react with HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. Even dilute sulfuric acid do not react with copper. That means copper does not react with HCl, there is no reaction, and when the copper react with dilute sulfuric acid, there is no reaction. But copper react with concentrated sulfuric acid, it produce copper sulfate and hydrogen gas. Next, reaction of base with metals. Most of the metals do not react with bases. Lead, aluminum and zinc are metals that react with strong base like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide to form complex compound with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Here example, it is zinc Zn react with sodium hydroxide NaOH, it produce sodium zincate Na2ZnO2 and hydrogen gas Na2ZnO2, that is the complex compound. Next, the displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? A reaction in which more reactive metals displace a less reactive metals from its salt. It called displacement reaction. That means we know that metal reactive series. In the previous page we discussed about the metal reactive series. In this reactive series, most reactive metals are displaced less reactive metals from their salt. It is known as displacement reaction. For example, zinc, that is Zn, it is a more reactive than copper. Here zinc displaces copper from its salt, that is the copper sulfate, and produce zinc sulfate and copper. This is the example of displacement reaction. Next, the chemical properties of nonmetals. Action of oxygen on nonmetals. Nonmetals react with oxygen to form nonmetals oxide. Nonmetal oxide are acidic or neutral in nature. That means when the nonmetal oxide react with oxygen, it forms the nonmetallic oxide. It is a acidic oxide. When acidic oxide dissolve in water, it form acid. Nonmetals generally do not react with oxygen in their air at room temperature. Here carbons react with oxygen, it form carbon dioxide in high temperatures. They do not react with each other at room temperatures. White phosphorus is an exception. It rapidly burns in air at room temperature. To form its oxide, thus it is stored in waters. That is, phosphorus react with air oxygen, it produces the P2O5 phosphorus pentaoxide. Phosphorus is the most reactive nonmetals. It react with oxygen in room temperature. That is why phosphorus kept in underwater. Action of waters on nonmetals. Most of the nonmetals do not react with water, but some nonmetals like oxygen and chlorines dissolve in water. dissolve in water. Next, reaction with acid and base. Non-metals generally do not react with acid and base at room temperatures. Now, student, we are going to discuss some uses of metals and non-metals. At first, some uses of metals are as follows. The metals like copper and aluminium are used to make electrical wire to conduct electricity. Utensils, tools, and machines are made of copper, irons, and aluminiums. Aluminium is used to make foil, which is used for wrapping food. Gold, silver, and platinums are used to make jewelry. Tin is used to make cooking utensils and electrical fuse wire. Mercury is used in thermometer and CFLs. Next, some uses of nonmetals as are follows. Oxygen is essential for respiration in living things. It is also essential for the process of burning. Carbon is present in nutrients like vitamins, fats, protein, carbohydrates. Carbon is also present in coal and charcoals. Next, diamond is used as gemstone and graphite is used to make electrode in dry cell. It is also used in pencil leads. Next, the hydrogen is used as fuels. Nitrogen is used to preserve food. Liquid nitrogen is used to prevent blood clotting. That means it is used to preserve bloods and others donate organs. Thank you, student. Goodbye.